Cabbage, lettuce, and leafy greens to a racing pigeon's diet to combat boredom. As a pigeon racer, keeping your birds healthy, active, and engaged is crucial for success. An understimulated, bored pigeon is more likely to become listless, overweight, and disinterested in training and racing. One way to perk up an inactive flock is by enhancing their diet with fresh vegetables. Cabbage, lettuce, and leafy greens are excellent options that provide nutrients and variety to break up the monotony of seed mixes. Introducing new foods also gives the birds something fun and stimulating to do. Pigeons are naturally inquisitive and enjoy exploring new textures and flavors. Watching them shred and peck at vegetables is enriching and can help relieve boredom. Here are some tips on safely adding cabbage, lettuce, and greens to your pigeons' meals. Start slowly. When introducing any new food, go slowly at first to allow the birds' digestive systems to adjust. Adding too much too fast can cause diarrhea or other gut issues. Start with just a handful of chopped vegetables mixed into their regular feed, and gradually increase the amount over 2 to 3 weeks. Stick to leafy greens. Not all produce is suitable for pigeons. Stick to leafy green varieties like romaine, green leaf, red leaf lettuce, escarole, endive, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, bok choy, and Napa cabbage. Avoid iceberg lettuce, as it contains very little nutrition. Also, do not feed starchy vegetables like potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, peas, or beans. Chop well. Vegetables should be chopped into pea-sized pieces to allow for easier eating and digestion. You can use a knife or food processor to get a fine texture. Just be careful not to make the pieces so small they fall through the wire aviary mesh. Feed fresh. Fresh, raw veggies have higher nutrient levels than cooked. Leftover cooked greens from your refrigerator tend to be soft and wilted, making them less appealing to the birds. Offer vegetables soon after chopping for best texture and flavor. Remove leftovers. To avoid spoilage, remove any vegetable pieces left uneaten after a few hours. The warm, moist environment of the loft can allow vegetables to rot quickly. This can pose a mold risk and attract pests like rodents or insects. Avoid contamination. Thoroughly wash all greens before feeding to remove dirt, bacteria, and chemical residues from pesticides. Be very cautious about using vegetables grown in your own garden, as backyard vegetation can harbor parasites. Only offer store-bought greens that have been properly cleaned. Watch for diarrhea. Some pigeons may show loose droppings when transitioning to a vegetable-rich diet. Reduce the amount if birds get diarrhea and ensure plenty of access to grit and clean water. Usually the gut adjusts within a few days. If diarrhea persists, consult a veterinarian. Try variety. Switch up the offerings to keep things interesting. Try mixing cabbages, lettuces, kale, spinach, and chard in different combinations. Just introduce one new item at a time and watch for any intestinal upset. A diverse diet will also provide a range of vitamins and minerals. Supplement, don't replace. Vegetables should supplement a quality pigeon grain mix, not replace it entirely. Pigeons still require carbohydrates from grains for energy. Veggies add important nutrients but are low in calories. Offer vegetables alongside their regular feed for a balanced diet. Mind the mess. Leafy greens can make the loft messy as birds will shake bits everywhere. Spot clean often to avoid accumulating debris. You may want to offer vegetables in a separate area away from perches and nest boxes if the mess is bothersome. The enjoyment from increased activity is worth the minor hassle. Observe behavior. Adding enrichment foods requires close observation of how birds react. Watch for changes in energy level, appetite, droppings, and general health. Remove any vegetable that causes negative effects. Pay attention to which varieties pigeons prefer for future reference. Be patient. Some pigeons are slow to try new foods. It may take days or weeks of seeing greens in their feed before they sample a bite. Persist and eventually natural curiosity will take over. Avoid leaving vegetables to decompose, as this turns birds off. Try other enrichments too. While vegetables make a great dietary enrichment, also incorporate new perches, toys, training exercises, cage accessories, and opportunities for free flight to keep boredom at bay. A comprehensive enrichment plan addresses all aspects of the bird's environment. The dog days of racing season can dull any pigeon's enthusiasm. Keep your birds engaged with rotating vegetable side dishes alongside their feed. The added nutrition will support health, while the novelty will stimulate activity. Observe birds closely, start slowly, and ramp up from there. With patience, most pigeons relish nibbling on fresh vegetables. Before you know it, your lettuce-loving flock will be racing around the loft again. Get my main racing system, just email me direct. I'm an experienced ex-pigeon racer from England, and I can offer valuable insights and guidance on all aspects of pigeon racing, from breeding to racing. During my racing days, I managed a small team of no more than 70 pigeons, including stock, young birds, and old birds. It was not uncommon for me to send as few as 6 birds to a race and still secure the top 3 positions out of up to 2,500 pigeons in my club and federation. My race distances typically ranged up to 300 miles, and I consistently achieved top 5 placements in my club. My expertise extends to the art of selecting excellent breeders, including evaluating pigeons based on their eye sign characteristics. I firmly believe that true champions can only be bred from top quality stock, and I can guide you in identifying and acquiring such pigeons. I understand that many pigeons for sale are advertised based on their lineage or pedigree, but I emphasize the importance of assessing the bird itself rather than relying solely on paperwork. As part of my offer, I invite you to share photos of your pigeons, including their eye sign and wing characteristics. I'll provide you with free advice on racing and breeding based on my extensive experience and knowledge. Additionally, I will share auction links to high-quality breeding birds that have the potential to produce winners in your loft. Here's what you can expect to receive from me: a comprehensive Word document containing valuable insights and strategies for successful pigeon racing, including specific racing methods for both old and young birds, as well as general advice. Private YouTube videos sent to your email, covering various aspects of pigeon racing, from breeding to race preparation. Detailed recommendations on supplements and additives to add to your pigeon's drinking water, with scientific evidence supporting their effectiveness. Similar products are used by professional athletes and racehorses to enhance performance. Assurance that your pigeons will race home faster, provided that you have quality birds to begin with.